This is a Photographer Mindset podcast. I'm Seth. Aaron's on the other end of the line. We're going to do rapid fire questions today. Succinct, concise, interesting, different format. I'm going to ask the questions since Aaron he boomered it. He couldn't figure out how to get into ChatGPT, had security verification issues. He said, screw it. It's taking too long. You ask the questions and then I'll answer and then you give your answer after that.
That's right. I'm old and I could not figure it out.
I couldn't figure out the ChatGPT thing.
Yeah, it's on my phone, but just online I decided whatever. It's just not working.
Okay.
Here we are.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You have not been prompted.
No.
Most overrated photography trend you've ever seen.
Ha! Well, these are good. I like that I have not been prompted. Oh, God. The one that hits me fast is I'm a photographer and this is a photo.
Hi, I'm a photographer. Hi, I'm a photographer and this is a photo I took.
That's a low-hanging fruit. That's classic. That one's going to live in the archives of photography.
Yeah, but that's my least favorite trend.
Why? Come on. Give us the vinegar.
There's just a few of them that I don't know. I didn't mind that, but it was really trying to trick the system by making a reel, and everyone jumped onto it, including probably myself.
Did you? I never did it.
I don't know if I don't remember I did. I definitely made fun of it. I definitely made fun of the music, and I was practicing at the
piano piece. I remember you figured out how to play it.
Figured out the piano piece and trying to get my voice right of saying I'm a photographer. I'm a photographer.
Like, I'm going to take this trend that's very me, and I'm going to make even more about me. Showcase to all the people out there how dreamy I am on the keys.
Yeah, sure.
While being funny.
Make fun of it and just slam it. And then use the trend to reap all the benefits.
You're a specimen.
Making fun of it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Mine? You want to know mine is?
Yeah.
Me. My turn. Did you ever see that one where it was like a series of photos and the last one was purposely out of focus? So like the subject was just a complete blur and the background was in focus? You ever see that one?
I didn't notice it as a trend, but I can imagine a photo like that.
I think it was a trend. It was like nice photo. And then it was usually a person in a beautiful place and they were just they were filling the frame, but they were completely out of focus on purpose because I'd seen it so many times and I was like, this just looks like you missed the photo. I don't understand what I'm looking at. I don't get what the young kids are doing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
And my brain that works in such a way that things need to be so particular, it was like, no, do it right. I don't like this. We're not in this to be creative.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about. I wish maybe we can find one, but I don't want to @people because I never took one like that. I'd love to throw up my own photo on the screen on YouTube, but maybe we'll find some examples and cross it out. Because I know where to go looking.
Yeah, that's a funny concept. I'm not sure I quite get it, but
I don't get it either. But we're talking about it, so maybe that's the point.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Favorite photo of all time you've ever taken? I already know the answer, but it gives you a chance to have this put up on the Reels and on the YouTube because it's in the Hall of Fame for you. Actually, you know what? I'm making the assumptions about your best performing photo ever, but maybe it's not your favorite.
Yeah. I want to lean away from that photo. The photo Seth's talking about is the Fox and Fox Kit photo.
It's so good.
Which is just really good. I'm patting myself on the back, not because of necessarily the photography. Like they set it up for me, and as if they're posing there. Made this moment early on in my photography journey, and it just was like it's going to be a tough one to top and to beat. But if I had to think long and hard in terms of most like excitement and thrilling sort of moment, I think it has to be this weird series of events where I found this bear in a tree It was like a
yeah.
whole day of felt like I was living in a simulation. Like every clue led to a different part of the state and a different part of town and talking to people and coming across this empty tree where I'm pulling around and trying to leave the neighborhood and being like, there's no bear in this tree. And as I'm pulling out, the bear just pokes its head out and is like taking a look uh, around, waking up from hibernation. And in the safety of my car with a little sunroof, I could use any lens I wanted and create these amazing photos. And I just could not leave that moment. It was like that was an amazing day. So
Yeah.
that's mine.
The experience made the photograph your favorite. Ain't that always it?
Yeah. The whole experience did, and then it's my first time seeing a black bear or photographing it, so it was special in that way. And yeah. So that's that one.
I'm gonna go. Mine changes all the time, so I don't know if
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's like this is so cliche. People say the one I haven't taken yet's gonna be my favorite, but like more recently, my favorite is this black and white portrait, ironically, also of a fox that I took. So that's fun. Maybe we can compare fox photos. It's just it's a square photo of a fox, and I don't usually go black and white with wildlife. But you ever notice some photos you're just like, this deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost criminal to take out the beautiful reds and oranges on a fox.
Yeah, well, sometimes it works and it's nice.
Sometimes it works, and just I don't know. The catch lighting was nice. So right now, that's my current favorite. Second one would have to be the charging grizzly mama that I took when we were just in Alaska. That you are also a fan of.
Yeah.
Just because we hiked a mile out to try and get that photo, and just it was crazy, and it's cool. It's one of those mediums where like it looks better in a photo than it would as a video, because you're out there and you're trying to decide what's my priority here, photo or video, and I'm glad it was a photo.
Yeah, that's true. And you caught that moment, and we're at the right angle. I was at a slightly different angle, and it didn't quite work.
Yeah, but that's okay, because like, you have a ton of photos where I'm like, oh man, I want that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have one. I was able to catch up because I'm a boomer.
Oh, you finally got a rapid fire question?
I just need extended time.
My back was getting sore from carrying this.
If your camera could talk, what's the rudest thing it would say about you during a shoot?
You don't know enough about me.
Yeah, mine would say, stop touching the wrong button.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dial works the other way, idiot.
Yeah. To go even more, it'd be like, you could use me way more efficiently.
Yeah.
You're making this I have so much more to give.
That's the f-stop dial, not exposure, not shutter speed.
Customize me. I have all these features and you don't use them.
Yeah. There'd be a lot of rudeness. Is this your first time, bud?
Yeah. It would say, I'm appalled at myself that I was able to say, you don't know me well enough. Hopefully that's just sheer humility and not complete ignorance.
Yeah. I mean, look, these machines are expensive and filled with bells and whistles. It would take a lot to really, really learn it. And the more you have it in your hands, the better you're going to do. I think if you take, just like anything, you take a week off of something that particular, it's going to feel a little rusty. I do think, I mean, that's an inside tip. If you're going on a trip, if you're doing wildlife or you're about to do a shoot, like start shooting well ahead of that, especially if you've had some time off. Just get a feel of where everything is.
Yeah, you atrophy, right? The other thing, to go reverse, I would say to my Sony is I would say weather seal yourself better. Like my old Canon. Canon, I was able to, change lenses in the field with wind blowing directly in the direction that I was changing in and not have a single dust spot. And like, I'm so careful with my Sony. I feel like at times I'm in a vacuum sealed room, and then sure as hell, Oh, there's dust spots all around. I've cleaned my sensor. I don't know how many times. This has only like started happening to me with Sony. I still love the camera, but it's just freaking annoying, man. I don't know if other people. I never had that problem with my Canon. Maybe I'm changing lenses more, but since it's being rude to me, I'll be rude back to it and say, seal the doors, man. What the heck's going on? A7 III though, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but that was a good one.
Yeah. You want another one? Want me to catch up?
Yeah, catch up. It's 2-1.
All right. What's the most chaotic behind the scenes story? The one that felt like an action movie.
Chaotic?
Yeah, or like just high energy, high speed. Things were crazy. I don't know.
Crazy. I don't. You know what I will say? Our good friend Ian Jones has been on the show a bunch of times. I've hung out with him one time for a weekend, and after that weekend, my brain was fried because I don't know how people operate on that wavelength where it's like creativity from waking till sleeping. I don't know if that's just how his brain works or if it was a special occasion because I was there and it was like, oh, we have limited time to make some stuff together. But oh my God, that guy operates on a different wavelength.
Yeah.
It's like, I have this idea for a skin. Like, let's go do this and let's go do that. And like, oh, this would be a good skin. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. But I also can't keep up.
Yeah. Ian Jones is an action movie. That's a good title for an action movie. Ian Jones. One world. One man.
But to give people an actual example, when I was in Manitoba, we'll throw some footage up on the screen, hopefully. When I was in Manitoba, I still kind of get teary watching footage of this, and people are saying you're being so dramatic, but like the story makes sense. It was I saw something that, according to one of the wolf naturalists that was there, even people who spend so many hours in the field will never see, and it was a lone wolf joining a pack that we had been filming and shooting, and you could hear her howl from a distance and then the pack be on such high alert. And then she comes out of this brush and just kind of walks super slowly over, tail between the legs and everything. Winter's coming, right? So she's got to kind of, I guess the logic, according to the naturalist, it was Jad Davenport that I was with, was that she needed to join a pack if she had some hope of surviving. And when we were there, he's like, guys, this is going to go one of two ways. She's going to get accepted or she's going to get absolutely torn to pieces by this, by the alpha male who's coming out to check her out. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to witness this beautiful creature just get absolutely decimated by an entire pack of wolves. And it's going to be nasty and I need to film it, right? And while this is going on, I'm having these thoughts in my head, like, are you going to be able to like continue to watch and all these things? And this is it was just, my brain was a hurricane and heart's pounding, and she ended up getting the nod of approval. And it was like such a sigh of relief. I've never had such a huge spike of adrenaline than just such a huge drop with the relief in such a short amount of time. And I don't know. I guess that's my best answer for your question.
Yeah.
Put some footage up. Yeah. Really cool. And I'm glad that it didn't go the other way because I would have been super sad.
Yeah. It'd been awful to see.
Yeah.
Nature.
Do you have one or are we?
Yeah, no, the one that I'm thinking of in terms of excitement was I was in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and there's these old New England covered bridges that are pretty picturesque. It was winter, there was fresh snow, kind of icicles everywhere on the bridge, and I was hopping along this river. I was with my best friend, John, and there's all these huge boulders in it, and I wanted to get out away from hanging tree branches. So I jumped out with my tripod, my camera, and myself, I guess that was it. Jumped out onto this rock that looked cleared of any snow or ice, but it was covered in like a sheet of black ice. Mm-hmm. So my 230-pound body is jumping through the air. Call me Big Cat for a reason. I don't fall often. But this this was pure ice, and I just went whoop, like heels over head, just with my camera, landed down on this big boulder of ice and just slowly drifted downhill. Like it's tilted this boulder into a rushing, freezing river. So I had a big coat on, a lot of props to what's that gear? Cold gear. I have I forget what the company's called, but that's great for them because I'm about to say nice things about them. It kept a lot of the water out, but I couldn't get back on this thing. So I'm like climbing up this icy thing. I'm dunking my cameras in my hand, completely underwater, and trying to climb up this thing. And it's icy and a mess. And like that was a scary moment. It felt like an action movie. Like I kept falling under the rushing river. That was my first cold plunge, Seth. You'd be proud of me. But got out. John ran over, helped me out. Camera's not working, of course. There's a nice blower heater in the cabin that we're staying at. So I just propped it in front of that and it worked the next day perfectly. It was amazing. Wow. But yeah, that was a scary moment.
I think the move is to turn off all the electronics as fast as you can, take the battery out. I mean, I poured coffee on I knocked coffee over on my laptop a few months ago. And I was like, it was like automatic charger out, shut down, upside down, and pray. It's funny. I bet you that whole thing you just described happened it was so fast that it felt like forever.
Oh yeah, it did. And then getting back to the car, like stripping down, and
there's enough time for you to think too. I bet you as you're like being submerged, because I fell through the ice as well when I was looking for river otters. I had snowshoes on, and you just feel the ice give, and you're like, "Oh no!" It feels like an eternity as you're falling down into the water.
Yeah, it was a slow motion fall down, literally.
Yeah. What happened to me, I elbowed my way out, and I'm like, please don't have the ice keep breaking. Don't keep breaking. Don't keep breaking. And it did. I walked back full of shame, but I was like, I know what you mean, man. It's like, holy, that could have been really bad.
Yeah, and it was probably like 3 feet of water.
That's about what
I was the water was rushing, and it's just hard to like get your footing like under you and like pick yourself up, especially like kind of in a panic. But yeah, it was interesting. Hey, everyone, look at Sedona, Scrunch Face. This is my new pup.
You named it Sedona?
Yeah, she's like orange.
It's a good name.
Come here, little baby girl.
Oh, what a puppy.
That's a good puppy.
Oh my goodness. No more dog fights?
She's a sweetie pie.
Oh, it's got a smush face.
Yeah, her middle name's Scrunch Face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that'll...
Wrinkles. She needs more collagen.
Yeah, a little more Botox.
Jeez, she looks good though. So you've officially adopted her?
Yeah, I couldn't...
We all knew that was going to happen. There's no way you foster a dog. You adopt a dog.
No.
I knew the second you're like, I'm fostering a dog. I'm like, that's yours now.
Yeah, that's your dog.
We all know it. Just you don't. You'll be the last to know.
I was the last to know.
I know you were, for sure.
Yeah. It took one email where they're like, hey, do you have any photos? Because we have some families that are interested. And I was like, the hell you do.
Yeah, this is mine now.
Yeah.
All right.
Favorite
photographer, living or dead? Someone you genuinely are like, I look forward to your work, or your work has inspired me, or it's
you know what?
Enjoy viewing it.
I would have to say I get most impressed or often impressed with Dave Sanford's stuff.
Oh wow, he's going to come on soon.
Good. But even his little Blue Jay post for the Blue Jays, go Blue Jays, by the way.
Oh, look at this. See it?
There you go, Toronto.
Devastating. The last podcast didn't age well. They were up 3-2 and then they lost in game 7.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'll zip that up.
Good game though.
Yeah.
Good try. But yeah, his work often is like, wow, that's cool. That's a cool interpretation of a photo and how he presents stuff. So I'm often like, oh, that's good stuff. And
His
it's just
wildlife stuff
wide
or his hockey stuff?
anything, honestly. And maybe that's part of it, like the wide repertoire he has.
I like when you say that. Repertoire.
I've always been a fan of Brooke's stuff. I feel like she's been
one too.
She's been I feel like a very influential wildlife photographer. I feel like
for people who are
a lot of her style and stuff has been tried to be done and redone by different ways and different looks, which is all great. But I don't know. I feel like she started a vibe with wildlife photography.
For you.
Yeah, for me, at least.
And I'm sure for many others.
Yeah.
For me, I think I've mentioned it on this show before, but not in a long time. This particular gentleman maybe posts to Instagram once every few months, and I look forward to it when he does. I've messaged him to try and come on the show. Haley bought me one of his photo books as a gift one year, and that is Harris Newcomb at HARISNUKEM. Hands down, my favorite photographer that I have ever seen. And just every piece of work is so unique. And they're portraits, interestingly enough. And there's just something about the creative direction, the wardrobe choices, just the I can't really describe it. People will have to go check it out. At Harris Newcomb, HARISNUKEM. It's some of the most incredible stuff I've ever seen and truly unique.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, moving on. Are you going next?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have a photo that you love that no one else gets?
Yeah, like most of them.
Every
time you post a photo that flops, that's what you've just described.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the reverse would be, do you have photos that everybody else loves that you hate? And I have plenty of those too. Well, not hate, but are like, really? You guys don't appreciate my artistic brilliance, but then you appreciate this? We've talked about this in recent episodes where it's
right.
People get hung up on when they assume a shot of theirs is amazing and it doesn't go off, and then they think a shot is meh, and people are like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "I stepped outside my house and just clicked."
Right.
Better.
Pulled over quick.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah.
And I think it's what I just described. It's often a lot of like, let's take wildlife, for example. It's a lot of searching for an animal, and just the fact that I got an animal in frame, I'm like, oh my god. But people are like, okay.
Yeah. I think that happens a lot with wildlife because there's a whole other aspect to wildlife photography that's not the photography part. It's the
exactly.
Hunting without hunting.
Most people won't get that, which is fine, which is why it's so important that it's for you. I think across all genres, right? So I definitely have most of my photos are what you just asked.
Yeah.
I don't know. You feel the same?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to think if there's one specifically, but no, I think it happens with wildlife and the excitement, like you said, of getting something and loving it personally, but doesn't mean it translates to the general population. So I would agree there.
Okay.
What's a photography rule, quote unquote?
Oh, you're going again. You're doubling up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear me? Did you get it?
What's a photography rule? That's all I heard.
Oh, that you love to break.
Well, what are some of the typical ones? Leading lines,
rule of thirds, exposure.
I typically like to keep things dark. I actually, this is part of my workflow process now. I know I'm diverging from your question. I will get back on course, I promise. But this is an instance of knowing yourself. I know that I tend to have my final images a little bit darker than they necessarily should be. So part of my workflow now is going back after I finished an edit, taking like a little pause, going back and seeing if I still think that it's bright enough, if the exposure is enough. And typically I find that I'm upping it in Lightroom by about 0.2 just to get it to where it needs to be, because I edit on full brightness as well. I cannot edit without a screen on full brightness. I just won't do it. And I think often what happens is I'll go to airdrop a photo that I've just finished editing to my phone, and my phone is calibrated to have auto brightness on.
Right.
As many other people do, clients, viewers of photos. So I go, okay, this photo looks dark on auto brightness. So what I'll do is I'll go back, tweak it, and then if it's a little bit better exposed on auto brightness, I'm like, okay, that's where it needs to be at. I don't know what it is, but I tend to run a little dark, and I think I out of camera expose things dark because I like to preserve highlights. I much prefer to bring out shadows than highlights down. I just find it easier and it makes more sense for me.
Yeah.
In terms of rules, though,
I'll give you some. Fill the frame, balancing elements, depth, golden ratio, symmetry, leading lines, a frame within a frame, filling negative space, rule of thirds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand how rules can exist as how you can have rigid rules in a creative endeavor. I think those are there to. I think those are very helpful when you're a beginner. Follow these kind of ideas to help get a sense of how to properly compose things. But sometimes images just don't call for a rule of thirds, for example. I can't tell you how many times in Lightroom with my grid, I'm like, let's put the middle of the chest of the subject, of this animal subject, in the bottom right third and leave some negative space. And I'm like, this looks like garbage compared to just going down the middle. And I like it better down the middle, so I'm going to go down the middle. And then there's other times I'm like, that looks great. So I don't know. I think don't take those things too seriously. If you're kind of lost, maybe experiment with them and maybe think about them out of camera more so than when editing. Because you can do so much with a crop, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the fact that I didn't even know a ton of the rules. I'm just very willy nilly, and if it looks good, then great.
I think looking at some rules and understanding them, and then understanding when you could break them. Let's see, fill the frame, get closer to your subject to use the camera's optical zoom, blah, 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 make the dominant element of the photo, reduce distractions from the background. Okay, good to know that that's potentially the difference between maybe a good photo and something that's your subject's there, but I can't really see it, or there's a ton of negative space around it. So it's not helping the photo give the message that you want it to. So I think knowing the rules or knowing the suggestions, keeping a level horizon.
That's important.
Right? That's important.
Don't have your horizon tilted.
Yeah, because that would be, unless you're trying to really make a steep angle or do something weird, but you could. So you could. That's not a rule you have to follow every single time. But overall, that's something you should check. How's my horizon? Does this photo look tilted?
Yeah. I mean, that's not something I ever check for when shooting. That's I'll just fix that in editing. I'll get it close. But I think all these things you inherently come to learn just by experimenting. I don't know. I feel it would be a shame if you went, I've never been to, post-secondary for film or photography, so I don't know. But it would be a shame if this was indoctrinated into you, these rules, and you're like, this is how you do it, because you would just consume the dogma of how an art form is supposed to be done, which to me just doesn't make any sense. Again, I think it's one of those things with tons of reps and tons of experimentation and just being out there using different lenses, different genres. So you come to develop your taste of what looks good.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've ever photographed?
Weirdest?
Yeah. Just kind of strange. People would be like, really? You've done that? That's in your portfolio of work? Is it pack of socks?
That was difficult. Socks are difficult.
Because they're on people's feet.
I know. It's hard to get it in a good photo. Let me think.
Anytime I can go.
I mean, microphones are kind of like, whoa, okay, that's interesting. If you look at my portfolio or my Instagram page, and you're like, oh, you do a lot of microphone stuff. Some brunches. That was pretty weird.
Brunch. That is weird.
Yeah, brunches.
Brunch.
But yeah, I'm trying. I feel like there's something that I'm forgetting. Excuse you.
Wow.
I feel like he's like, remember when you photographed me? That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny guy. I don't know. What about you? Maybe I'll think of it when you're going.
Yeah, it's fine. You can let your dogs calm down too.
Yeah.
Weirdest thing I've ever photographed is 3D printed hearts for the hospital.
Oh yeah,
Sick
you showed me
children
those
in Toronto, and part of that is, well, every year they do a course called the Host Course, which is hands-on surgical training. Basically, the 3D printing department at the Hospital of Sick Children, which my friend is the leader of the department for 3D printing. Just to give a quick recap of what this is, if I've already explained it on the show. Basically, they take MRIs of children with pathologies of the heart, and they can make exact replicas of the pathologies via 3D printing. Surgeons can come in and practice an infinite amount of time their techniques on that exact child's pathology before ever going into the OR. So super interesting thing to photograph. So I'm photographing the models so that they can sell those models to other hospitals. And they also annually do a course called HOST, Hands-On Surgical Training, where surgeons from around the globe come for a weekend to the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto, and they get hands-on training from some of the surgeons that are world-renowned at the hospital there. They get to practice on the models, and so I shoot that event, and part of that event also includes a wet lab, which is operating on like pig hearts as, I guess, noble donations from that animal. And it's just very weird. As a guy who's doing wildlife and outdoor brands and stuff like that, every year I find myself in a hospital shooting silicone 3D print heart models and pig hearts. But it is groundbreaking work, and it saves a lot of kids' lives. So it's amazing. You ever seen surgeon hands, like just the way they move their fingers? You can tell once you've seen it. It's like they're on a string. Just the way they move their hands, it's just so deliberate, and I can't really explain it. Just the way of thinking is so logical and pragmatic.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So thank goodness for people like that.
Yeah, geniuses.
Because a lot of kids get to live long, healthy lives because of it. So
that is definitely weird and very unique, and kind of, I mean, not kind of, but meaningful and pretty interesting.
Yeah, really. Here's an example too, where like, you know how we talk about how pricing is kind of an art form in a dance? It's not just, it's like, I don't charge licensing for that. Like, I charge for my time for that. And the way I treat it is that some people may consider that, let's consider that a discount, right? That potential discount is my small portion of like trying to contribute to that cause.
Yeah.
In a way that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to license to a non-for-profit like that that's responsible for saving children's lives. Just doesn't make sense. I thought I would bring that up as an example. I mean, you could, especially if they're selling the models worldwide, but like, I treat it as like, this is my way to, another way to like give back, I guess, or to not donate to something, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
So it's very interesting and weird.
Very reasonable. Sounds good.
Yeah. We got a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Your go or my go?
Go ahead.
One location you dream of shooting?
There's a few on the list, but Iceland, Azores, probably more of Alaska at some point.
You sound like so enthused. You're like, Iceland, Azores.
Just thinking and petting a dog, so I'm very calm.
Animal therapy.
Yeah. Iceland. Oh, Norway.
Yeah, that was going to be mine.
Norway is definitely up there.
I checked our stats, and we have some Norsk listeners. So,
oh, cool.
That's kind of neat. Hello to you guys.
I'll say those are my top 3 right now.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to do a safari, but there's a part of me that's like, I'm not sure I do.
I've seen it would be so much fun. I've also seen like the horror stories where there's like 100 SUVs around a line.
Yeah, I would need to do my research.
I don't really want to be a part of this.
Yeah. I would need to do the research.
I've been in those moments like bear jams where you're just like, this feels funky. Get me out of here. I'm excited there's a bear, but like, oof.
There's also something nice about feeling like, oh, I have this photo of this thing that's only happening for me right now.
Sure. Nice and selfish.
Yeah.
In a good way.
It is.
Fine.
Yeah. But when you're shoulder to shoulder with 1,000 people taking the same photo, it cheapens it a little. I think it's just supply and demand. In a sense.
It goes it very much monetizes the animal.
It's like
experience. It's like it just feels weird. I don't know.
Yeah, just it hurts the motivation for me to like, I'm gonna go home and edit this. And I'm like, yeah, so are 500 other people. The same moment. It doesn't feel like I'm sharing something important or unique.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Norway is mine as well. I want to go for like at least 2 to 3 weeks though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take me with you.
And I want to be able to speak the local language, even though they have excellent English. It'd be much more fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Alrighty. We got time for 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I got.
I'm laughing that I said speak the local language too, because for the Norwegian people listening, they're like, what do you mean? There's like so many different dialects. They all say things differently. Are you looking?
Yeah. What's your signature move? That one pose, setup, edit that always sneaks its way in.
What do you mean? Whoa. My signature pose?
It's, as an example, a signature. If you were,
is that what you said though? Did you say pose?
Yeah,
P-O-S-E?
I did. Yes.
Okay. I already know what it is.
What?
For wildlife, it's the look back at it. So it's the rear view shot of the animal with their head turned 180 back at the camera lens. It's my favorite.
That's your favorite pose.
Or their animal is looking, let's say they also are looking 180. We'll put an example up on the screen. The animal's looking 180 where you get a side profile. So they're not looking at the lens. They're looking backwards. Because it's just so imaginative. You're like, what do they see? Is it a cub? Is it a human? Is it like what's going on? I love the look back look. It doesn't always like you don't always need your shots to be right down the barrel, you know?
Yeah. That's my favorite. But yeah.
Right down the barrel. It's cool because you're like, oh, this animal or this subject is staring right into my soul. And then when there's like when they're looking a little bit off screen or not at you at all, it's a little bit more, it piques my curiosity more. What could possibly be capturing their attention more than me with this giant telephoto lens?
Right.
Is it the 60 other cars in the bear jam? Maybe.
Perhaps.
But often it's not. It's like a noise or it's a...
yeah, they're just looking around.
They're just they're sentry-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my pose. I don't have a people pose because I'm awkward on the other side of the lens.
You told me that one, the sleeve pull.
Sleeve pull?
Yeah, while you're walking. Just makes it look something's going on, more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a signature move. Mine used to be the Jesus light, as we called it.
Yeah, your editing move? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I still like that. I like softening highlights crisping up the darks. I like a moody sort of look.
Yeah.
Slightly desaturated. I've gotten away from that a little bit and added a bit more color. Definitely desaturating greens. And then I go into, what is that called? It is
Luminar?
no, Neek suite. The Google photo suite that used to be free.
Oh, Snapseed?
No.
Oh.
Neek. I think it's called Neek.
Oh, I use Snapseed from Google and it's awesome.
Let me see if I can get a edit in. Yeah, they have a bunch of different things, but one of them's Color Effects Pro.
Oh.
And I go in there and there is a tool that's called Classic Glow.
Mr. Softy.
And I just do like 5%, not a ton, but it adds this little brightness to the whole.
It's like is it like an Orton effect type thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that too. It can be very overdone though, because you're right, it does brighten things.
Yeah.
See, I often have to go back to the highlights and be like, "Whoa, there, Bessie."
I don't use it a ton, but I do use it sometimes, especially on a photo where I'm like, "Oh, I really like this photo. I want to edit it to my best ability." I try to fit that in.
Yeah,
make it a little artistic and yeah.
Yeah, I do like a good S curve as well when it calls.
Oh, me too.
Little fade, little bump in contrast. Or actually it would be a decrease in contrast.
Yeah.
Sometimes things call for a little S curve.
Definitely. Especially in video. I really like an S curve in video.
How do you do
that? In Premiere Pro, I have the ability to. I don't know. Just bring down the shadows and
I'm not a very good video editor though. I'm getting better, but
I'm sure you have I forget what you use. Final Cut?
It's probably not the best thing to use, but
yeah, but I'm sure there's an S curve in there.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then to your point,
well, you can make an S curve just using the traditional color adjustment sliders.
True.
If you know what is involved in an S curve, which is what is this? Just contrast and blacks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And a little bit of saturation, I'd say, or vibrance. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's vibrance down, contrast down, and blacks up or blacks down. I mean, all of those are on a spectrum, but
yeah. Yeah. So, and then crushing the blacks, the shadows can give a cool effect, especially for like something that's gloomy or moody indoors.
Yeah,
it's like it just grays out almost all the dark spots and leaves a subject very can be very emotional.
I try it on every photo, and I would say 70% of the time, what happens is, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Go back. And then the other 30% of the time, it's like, oh, yeah, that's spicy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for today. This was Rapid Fire. If you like this episode, feel free to leave a rating, review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It's a cost-free, effective way to support us. Numero uno, numero duo.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. And hope you guys enjoyed my puppy, Sedona.
I sure did. Congratulations.
She's chewing my shoe right now.
Oh, congratulations on that as well.
Sedona, can you stop? Thank you.
Sedona. All right. Time to go.
All right. See you guys.